of time with instant tennis as our warm-up, really focusing on the bounce up for the forehand, okay? Now, the easiest way to introduce the backhand is taking that forehand grip, turn it over, and we're just going to add the left hand underneath. So the bounce up now looks like this, okay? So bounce, tap with both hands, so they get a nice little feel for it, all right? Next thing we introduced with instant tennis was the single target. So we can do underhand right here. If we get 10 in a row, then let's try something a little bit trickier. Let's start with our forehand, bounce up, and then we quickly move to a backhand, and then to a forehand, and then to a backhand, okay? And that's something good to do. Then we pair up with our partner, and we've got one target at the single sideline, one target at the double sideline. The main difference here in the practice phases of instant tennis is one person will always remain with the forehand while the other person is with the backhand. So when we get into position and we make that tennis sandwich, we're actually standing next to each other, okay? As long as we're both right-handed. All right, so my partner's in a forehand, I'm in a backhand. We do our little bounce taps, bounce ups, aiming towards the opposite ball. Once we get 10 in a row, I switch to a forehand, and my partner who was a forehand now becomes a backhand. I just don't want to turn and point my back at you, all right? So this is going single sideline to the double sideline. 10 in a row, switch, 10 in a row. Then we get to take it over the net. I'm going to make this big ball our net. Remember, we place the racket down, we put our target down there, and we line up. My partner will be one player will be in a forehand, the other person will be in the backhand. Remember, we're behind the ball because as the ball comes over and it bounces, it will come back to us. That's why we spend a lot of time with the forehand. Got a lot of control. So my partner's in a forehand, and I'm in the backhand. We go 10 in a row to this first target. Once we get 10 in a row, then we switch. Forehand, I'm now forehand, and my partner is now backhand. Then we take this target and we move it back. Very similar to the forehand practice part of instant tennis. We start moving the target back. And it's always one person forehand while the other person is the backhand, okay? Once we get behind the service line, that's when you can start introducing the backswing, okay? So what we want to do is exactly what we did with the forehand. Remember the forehand, we had them self-feed, and they caught, and they self-feed back and forth with their partner. So I would start in that ready position, I would toss that ball out, and my partner would catch, and then they would do it. They would do shoulder turn, toss the ball out, racket back. If that's a little too difficult, then you can go to the progressions. But you can do it right here, okay? You don't have to go back and start all over. Jump into the progressions part of the lesson, and my partner can now underhand toss me the ball, grab 5 balls, and we start from here, from shoulder turn, racket back. And then as we move, we go through that. Okay, we can add the backswing. And then we can go into the practice part. Remember, preparation, getting that racket back early is the key. As the ball's traveling over the net, that's when we want to be doing shoulder turn, racket back, and moving to the ball. And when we go into the hitting phase, again, one player is forehand while the other player is backhand. Always have the forehand person put the ball in play. It's a lot easier. So you put the ball in play, and then we're right here hitting that ball. Ooh, a little too hard there. All right. And then once we get 10 in a row, then I would switch. I would be the forehand, and my partner would be the backhand, and we would go back as far as we can. Once we start doing this successfully, then you can get into, after every hit, we rotate between forehand and backhand. Don't rush that. It's not necessary. But this little thing, going back to the very beginning, really gives them the idea. Because remember, the most important part of the stroke is point of contact, the follow through, and adding the footwork. The backswing is an add-on as we move away from the net, okay? But as long as they really understand point of contact and follow through, and that they have to move, that's really important. So I think staying in here is really the key, where they can really understand this. Because sometimes I rush through that, and when we go to play, the kids have no clue what they're doing. When the ball goes over there, they try to like run around or give me funky things. So really concentrate and really spend a lot of time on alternating here and alternating short with a short court, like that first target away from the net with their partner, so they can really understand forehand to backhand, forehand to backhand. All right? If you ever have any questions, I'm always here for you. You can always contact me. All right?